In the last lecture, I have discussed about how to define the pier labels and assign to the walls. How can we check that is it assigned the pier labels? I will right click on the wall and here you can see the pier label P1 assigned. I want to just see these walls, shear walls or concrete walls. I will select object type, walls, select, close and right click, show selected objects only. Here now I will see the pier labels of shear wall P2 core wall. Here is P2 core wall. So I have assigned the pier labels, same pier label to the whole the core. Now I will also discuss what happen if we assign the pier label to the whole the wall or if we assign separately to each wall. So let's run. And before running the model, every time I suggest and I highly recommend you to please check your model for geometry purpose. I am checking model, check model, select all. This is the accuracy. Okay, it will take just few seconds and then it will tell if there is any error in your model. Model has been checked, no warning messages were generated. If my slabs are overlapping, beams are overlapping, our columns are not to the properly jointed, so all errors will appear in this message box. So now I will run the analysis and design and I will discuss what will happen. I am running the analysis. Okay, that's the meshing we have done, and in this there is no meshing is showing because there is default set. For straight walls there is no meshing option. Here you can see when define, select the area and go to assign shell. Because I have run the model, so that's why the auto mesh option is disabled, so I will discuss also later. For the straight objects, ETABS do not create the meshing. We have to create it manually, like by selecting how many boxes we want and how much size we want. And now I will see the I will run the design, shear wall design. Here you can see the for this whole wall the one value is appearing, that is 6.2, and for pier labels that we have assigned to the walls, for each pier label in the ETABS show two results at top and at bottom. So here I am right clicking this wall, this is pier P1. So here top and bottom, required reinforcement, rebar area, and so that's how whole the summary you can study. But my main focus is here for whole the core only values. Here you can see for top and bottom 7.5. I'm right click. Here is whole shear wall leg is divided into legs. For example, leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, leg 4. These are the legs of the shear wall, and the reinforcement value is given by the ETABS is only one value for the whole the core, not for each wall. Basically, this reinforcement should be divided into all the walls. So why this is happening? Because we have assigned the one pier label to all the walls. Here is a required rebar area, 7.2 inch square at top and 15.86 inch square at the bottom. So how we can separate and discuss separately, and one option we have also not discussed in the last section, that is spandrel beam. So these shear walls are connected these horizontal elements, these horizontal elements acting like a beam or D beam. So we have to assign to these shear walls as a spandrel label. We will also define, for example, here is a pier labels, here is a spandrel labels. So here is S1, S2, S3, S4. You can assign one spandrel label to all the at all story levels, or you can assign differently. Here I am assigning S3, S4. Okay. So now I will also make the pier labels. For example, for this back wall, that will be P2, because for this wall I have signed P1. This will be P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, and the spandrel labels will be assigned here. Now you can see that is 17.2 and 15.8. Please remember as a reference, because we will discuss after separating the pier labels to each wall. Here I have check, and I have to also discuss the meshing. Why not meshing is appearing? I have clicked assign shell auto mesh option. So here is a default, no meshing for straight walls. So if the walls are curved, then meshing will be shown. If we want their meshing should be shown, we have to click auto rectangular mesh and this size. So then software will do the meshing. For example, I am doing for this only wall. Okay, apply. I have done this meshing. Why not disappearing? I can check set display options, shell analysis mesh, apply. Okay, here you can see meshing is appearing here. So now I have unchecked. Now I will go in the plan, story 4, apply. Okay. Now I will define the pier labels for all the walls. P1 for the left wall, this left wall. For all these I will generate the pier labels. For example, P2, P3, P4, P5, P2, P3, P4, P5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 labels are required. 6. Okay. Now I will select similar story or all stories option, and I will select this wall. Here I have selected this wall, and I am assigning the pier label it to P2. Shell pier labels P2, apply. So now I will select this wall. I will assign it to P3. Select this wall, P4. Select this small wall, P5, apply, and select this wall, P6, apply. Okay. So now in the 3D view, I can see the pier labels assigned. Now I will select one by one for the spandrel beams. For the pier labels, ETABS show the results at top and bottom, and for spandrels, ETABS show results for left and right options. So I will just select this concrete wall and assign shell spandrel label. Here I am selecting top one is S4. Basically I have selected all stories. This is also okay. S4 is for all the stories. If you want to assign the different for different stories, for example here on one story, now I will select this one, assign S3, select this one, assign S2, select this one, assign S1. So here I have assigned the pier labels different for each wall and spandrel labels different for each floor level. Now I will again run analysis. The analysis result is taking time. It depends on your computer processor speed, RAM, etc. specification. So if your computer have high specification, then it will take less time. Now after running the analysis, I will go in the design, shear wall design, start and check shear wall design. Now it will design each wall separately and show the reinforcement for each wall separately, so we can interpret results easily. And further, it will not disturb the integrity of the walls and not disturb any results. This method is also okay, and I prefer this method as more because it will give separate results for each wall. So here now for this one is 9.43. If you sum all the walls, again the result will be equal to that one that we have referenced in the earlier. So here if I right click, here is the top and bottom results, required reinforcement top and bottom. So that's how we can study. And for spandrel, here I am right clicking, sorry, basically what happened, two labels have been assigned to this spandrel. We have not removed the pier label from this wall, so that's why this is option is appearing. I will again unlock this model, because we can't assign the two labels to one element. So now I will select all. Here I have selected all the. Now I will go assign shell pier labels. Now I will select none, apply, okay. So now I can see what is, there's no pier label and this spandrel is assigned. That's the good thing, because if I have shown the error is or the bug is appeared in our model and I have removed that model, it will be a good thing for understanding. Now I will run design for shear wall. Now you will see in the spandrel left and right results will be displayed. So here for basically the spandrels results are not appearing, only the pier label results are appearing. For showing the results in the spandrel, I will go in the shear wall design, display design info, and here I will select, there is pier longitudinal reinforcement. Now I will select spandrel longitudinal reinforcement, apply, okay. And you can see here the above results. Here I want to zoom. Here is the left and right results. Here left and right reinforcement 1.97 and 1.71 inch scale is required. There is also one beautiful option, that is a detailing. So I will also run detailing. Here I will see detailing wall details. Here is a concrete wall 1, concrete wall 2, and let's see what is saying for the concrete wall. First I have to say what is here. That is a concrete wall 2, that is a concrete wall 1. So I want to see the results for F1 elevation. Here you can see F1 elevation results and detailing is appearing. So this is a schematic view for example F3 elevation. So that's how the ETABS show the detailing. You can further study the drawings, default drawings, journal drawings. So after that you can study the symbols. So that's all for pier label and spandrel label. Thank you.